Triple Candie is the making of Peter Nesbett and Shelly Bancroft.
We're art historians. We're trained as art historians who make exhibitions. That's what Triple Candie is today.
And the way that we do that is to create surrogates or props about paintings and sculptures and try to tell a story around that that's interesting enough so that somebody can gain some insight into that subject or that artist.
It's about finding ways to make an exhibition compelling to people and to connect with your audience. So if you don't have the object that may have survived the centuries or that was touched by the artist's hand, you need something else. The work or the objects may not be authentic, but the experience that the viewer has in the space is hopefully authentic experience in a different guise.
Yeah, we came to understand that one of the most important things for our shows, because we weren't using actual works, is that we wanted to tell a story. And we wanted to tell a story about a person's life.
Kirk Varnedoe was chief curator of paintings and sculpture at the Museum of Modern Art throughout the 90s, really from the 1988 to early 2000s. And that was a really important period in our own development. So he was a sort of towering figure for us. MoMA at the time especially, and it still does to a large degree, defines what's important in terms of contemporary art. And here was this art historian who was suddenly in the most important art position in the United States and possibly the world, who was appearing in Barney ads. Every single move was being scrutinized in every single newspaper and major magazine. He had this level of profile and visibility that you would never expect of an art historian. First thing we did when putting this exhibition together was to read everything we could about him. Then the next step was, once we had some background, we went down to Savannah and tried to get a little bit of a feel for the city and the culture there. And we met his brother and his sister who still live there.
He's a beloved son of Savannah. So not only was he a really important person in the art world, but he was also somebody that people revere here.
Then we came back and started thinking about the story. We started thinking about what's the narrative we want to tell here, and started to sketch that. And then the next step is trying to then create the objects for people to look at that are embedded within the narrative of the story.
We like to kind of dig a little deeper into the subject. So we're hopefully going to be showing different sides of Kirk as this brilliant scholar, and as also somebody who created some exhibitions that were heavily criticized, that there were failures in his career. There's more than just that one side of him, which actually makes him much more interesting.